If you want to look different from everyone else, you have to do things a little differently. These dangerous exercises are responsible for a lot of my progress. I'm going to show you every movement and explain how I do it successfully. After that, I'll walk you through the principles that keep me from ever getting hurt ever. I've never had a serious injury from lifting, and guys, I go pretty crazy. Just a quick warning before we start. If you're reckless, if you're low IQ, if you can't listen to the signals your body is giving you, do not give these exercises a try. You will get injured, and when you do, I will not be the one to blame. Most people don't do RDLs or good mornings to begin with, but doing them my way is so unusual that people in the gym often ask what the hell I'm even doing. I never get lower back pain. I just keep getting stronger every week. My approach is to go as low as humanly possible while keeping my knees nearly straight. It took me a while to build up to that mobility, but now that I've got it, I do all my RDLs like this. Using this form actually helps for injury prevention. You're forced to use a little less weight and really refine your technique. It's brutally demanding on the core, lower back, and hamstrings. If you can build up to a big weight with this form, there's no way you'll ever get injured doing regular squats or regular deadlifts. Your key focus should be bracing, engaging the core as much as humanly possible. Take in, there's people doing, safer versions of RDLs, and they still get pain because they aren't bracing hard enough. The first couple times you do this exercise, you'll probably get a pretty crazy lower back pump, and you might mistake the feeling for an injury. Most people have never had a lower back pump in their life. It's not pain in the spine, it's coming from the erector muscles. It's no different from getting a pump with curls, just a different part of the body. I wouldn't sweat it. When you first started training, you probably did some research on how to do good form. Maybe you found like an Alan Thrall video on the bench press. Okay, so I gotta tuck my elbows, retract my scapula, come down to my lower chest. These aren't bad cues, obviously. They will keep you very safe. But I want you to throw it all away. Do bench press in the most dangerous way possible. Introducing the guillotine press. The name doesn't really help its case, neither does the form to be honest, but that's okay. You'll want to flare out your elbows, touch close to your neck, and keep your back flat, no arch. If you do this, you'll find that you can get an incredible chest stimulus. You'll feel the fibers ripping apart, especially in your upper pecs. Think of it as a different type of bench press. You have the standard strength bench with all the classic form cues, and now you have a more advanced bodybuilding bench, where you throw away those cues and just go for maximum stimulus. Make sure you're always touching gently on your chest, warming up thoroughly, and starting much lighter than your regular bench press. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're low IQ, or you can't even do the regular bench without getting hurt, skip out on this exercise. I'm not responsible for your injury. Going deep on dumbbell presses, and especially dips, would be considered very dangerous by the average lifter. I've had strangers warn me to be careful when they see me doing shoulder press. So many people parrot the same damn talking points. You should never go past 90 degrees on your presses. Why? Why? They don't know. It's just something they've heard other people say. The fear-mongering is so intense, but I've never gotten any injury because I don't lift like an idiot. There's definitely more finesse required for these lifts. Some people have to build up to it. It's not possible for all of us to get into this range of motion right away. But if you progress intelligently and slowly, you'll see great gains from just going a little lower. The chest and shoulder stimulus is greatly enhanced, but most people already know that. What's really underrated is the extra triceps involvement. I've had sore triceps many times from doing deep presses. It's definitely contributed to the girth of my arms. Use a slightly closer grip on these deep presses. This will minimize the risk to your shoulders. And let your scapula move freely. Don't just lock them in one place. Generally speaking, you're not going to be going for max weight. You're going to be trying for max stimulus. So you can add these as a supplement to your program if you're already going pretty heavy. Upright rows will destroy your shoulders. There's no space in the AC joint. Paulo, it's going to pinch against the nerve and you'll never be able to train again. Over the last few years, I've used the upright row to grow the living heck out of my side and front delts. Done right, it's an amazing exercise. Done wrong, yes, it can mess you up. You only need 2 form tips to turn this from a shoulder killer into a shoulder killer. First, keep the shoulders down. None of this. I don't want any of you shrugging the weight. Shoulders down keeps the tension in your delts while reducing injury risk. Second, alter the bar path. Come up nice and high, but at more of a diagonal. Don't do it straight up and down. Come out a little bit in front of you. Think of it as an upright row front raise hybrid. Do this for high reps and a controlled tempo at the top. Your delts will be cooked. The way I do preacher curls might cause the average lifter to flinch, because why would I go that low?
I'm not really concerned with ripping my bicep off because I don't completely extend my arm. right? I think I mean, I'll just say this. You're not going to catch me doing preacher curls and completely straightening out my arm like that at the bottom.
Look, I'm not a range of motion maxi for every single lift, but preacher curls are one of those exercises where it just works. You're not going to tear a bicep. You're not going to have any catastrophic injuries. Start with a weight you can easily handle in the 8 to 12 rep range and slowly progress. None of this hefting and heaving. This is a strict exercise. In the beginning, just get a pump, feel your swag a little bit. You want to build up to those really hard workouts. And the same thing goes with skull crushers. Everyone always complains that it's really bad for your elbows. Whenever I post about it, people always have something to say. Treat it the same as preacher curls. Range of motion high, strict form, and slightly more reps. Your elbows will probably feel a lot better. To be extra safe, you can even do these exercises in a pre-fatigued state. Put them as the second arm exercise of your workout. That way the weights are lighter and the injury risk is even lower. Don't skip out on these exercises just because you've been burned in the past. Do it right and you will grow like a weed. I don't talk about neck training enough, and I need to. You guys don't understand the power of a thick, juicy neck. Most people don't even know neck training is a thing. When they find out, the first thing they ask, isn't that dangerous? It's really not, but it might seem like it because it's kind of a sensitive area. Training the neck will make you look like a superhero. It's potentially the most important muscle for aesthetics. I started training neck a long time ago. I did it on and off for a couple years, especially when I was boxing. I'm happy to report that the muscle has mostly maintained. It's actually amazing. You don't have to train neck forever. Just do it for about a year and most of the size will stick around. I like to train it a little bit lighter, in the 15 to 25 rep range. Please start with a light weight that you can manage, like literally a 5-pound plate. You will get extremely sore the first couple times. Progress slowly and I promise you'll never get hurt. Locking your knees on the leg press. This one will be fun. We've all seen those horrific videos of people destroying their legs, but I'm here to tell you that will never, ever happen to you. Locking your knees is not inherently dangerous. Oh my God. So, I like to lock my legs out. I like to lock my legs out on the leg press because if you think about it, I'm not even going that heavy. I'm just doing 6 plates. Those guys you see online that are adding barbells, adding weights, knee wraps, everything. These are the guys that are gonna injure themselves. Allowing myself to lock out at the top helps me kind of relieve tension because I'm doing this leg press very heavy. I'm really trying to push myself. So by locking out, I can relieve tension, take a couple breaths, and just keep banging out more reps. Nobody cares if you lock out on the squat. Nobody cares if you lock out on the good morning. And when I lock out on the good morning, it looks really freaky, just like this. But guys, if you're lifting a normal weight and you're not ego lifting, you're more likely to pop a blood vessel than you are to mess up your knee. I admit it looks a little funky. Even me, when I look at my own videos and I see my knees bent like that, I cringe a little bit. It might look weird, but it's completely safe. If you have very hypermobile knees, if you have pain when you lock out, if you use extreme loads that your body is not even capable of, then yeah, it's a little bit more risky. But even then, it's extremely rare. You ever see the guys that wear knee wraps and they use their hands to help them on every rep and they ego lift like crazy? That's a recipe for disaster. I'm genuinely scared when I see these kinds of people in the gym. But even then, when have you known anyone in your life or even a friend of a friend that's ever hurt their knee like this? If you're just a regular dude that builds up to a 600-pound leg press with good form, bro, just lock out. I find that it really helps with my training. I recently started doing cheat rows again for the first time in years. It's been a while since I did them that sloppy. I'm doing Pendlay rows with as much weight and as much cheating as humanly possible, holding it for a slight pause before I drop it. I think these will really carry over to my deadlift. They look risky, they look very dangerous, but if you have a strong brace, you're gonna be okay. It's all about this area here. How strong, how rigid is your core? I have one friend that injured his lower back doing like 95 pounds on the bent over row. The weight doesn't matter as much as you think it does, provided you build up to it. The reason you see people on the internet doing these crazy, idiotic exercises and not getting injured is because they have fantastic bracing mechanics. They also have a ton of muscle in their lower back and abs. This protects them when they get into those weird positions. The key to preventing pain is building as much stability in this area as possible. A belt can help, of course, but if you've noticed, I never train with a belt. You can't rely on it to keep you safe. I don't know if any of you have seen these old Eric Bugenhagen videos where he's doing these cheat curls. He's using 4 plates, absolutely unhinged. At that point, it's not even a curl, it's like a supinated clean. That is not what I mean when I say cheat curls. Don't do them like that, please. I recommend you do it in one of 2 ways. The first method is to start off with normal curls. After you reach failure, add a little bit of leg drive to squeeze out a couple more reps. That's a great way of increasing the intensity. It's gonna be very tough. Or you can just start cheating from the get-go with slightly more weight than you can do with proper form. Just make sure to control it on the way down. Build up slowly, please. Don't go straight to 185 or 2 plates. As with anything, you want to give your muscles and tendons time to adapt. I've never focused super hard on cheat curls, but I'm gonna get more into them soon. There is a stigma against going heavy, and for good reason. Most people can't be trusted to do less than 5 reps on an exercise. They're gonna blow out a shoulder or launch one of their vertebrae across the room. There is a higher risk of injury when you train above 80% of your 1 rep max, but it's marginal. If you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. I maxed out deadlifts every Monday for 2 years. Never injured myself, never strained my lower back, nothing. You know why? Because weight isn't the issue, it's your approach. If you monitor recovery, have a logical progression, and keep your form tight, you'll be very safe. I've been inspired by Westside, so I like to hit a max every week for the lower body. I always switch up the variation, and I never go 100%. I'll usually stay around RPE 9. Heavy lifting is fun. It's the perfect contrast to bodybuilding. Now that I'm done with my strongman training, I'm going back to conjugate. I'm gonna max out every week. I post it on my Instagram story every week. So follow me on there if you wanna see me build up to a 600-pound deadlift in real time. There's no such thing as an inherently bad exercise. If you get injured, it is your fault, at least in part. Some exercises are higher risk, of course, but you're always in control of the load, frequency, and proximity to failure. Mess up one or more of these, and you'll get injured no matter what you do in the gym. I don't think anyone watching this video would label the bench press as an inherently dangerous exercise, and yet many people have injured themselves on the bench press. I think one of my most impressive lifts is my beltless stiff leg deadlift with 5 plates. My knees were completely straight, it was all back and hamstrings. You guys see the lift itself, but what you don't see is the months of preparation that went into it. I didn't jump into stiff leg deadlifts with heavy weight. I started much lighter and did lots of rep work. 5 plates was the culmination of over a year of training. That's why I didn't get injured. Never do big jumps in reps or weight. Take your time when building up to these numbers. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That's how you stay injury free. The stupidest injuries happen when you try going 10% or 20% above your max. It's better to be conservative when you're progressing. Some of you guys probably know Ivan Juric. He's the squat everyday guy, and he's been doing that for something like 6 years. In the last few months, he's had a string of PRs from 215 to 237 kilos. He only went up 2.5 kilos every time. Could he have jumped straight to 237? Maybe. But what's the point? Like I said before, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Always remember to listen to your body. Little aches and pains are gonna come and go because we're lifting weights, it's normal. But if you ever get something that piques your interest, if alarm bells start going off in your mind, you have to listen. Most of you guys watching this video, you like to train. The thought of taking an easy day, the thought of going a little bit lighter, it sucks. So what happens is you'll feel the warning sign, but you'll ignore it. Fuck it, whatever, it's okay. That workout is when the injury happens, or it'll be something over time that just gets worse. If your body doesn't like something, it's going to let you know. And when it does, you must change something up. Maybe it's your form. Maybe you're not able to recover. Maybe you're going too heavy. It's up to you to figure out the cause. That's what I do with clients. If they notice something weird, we'll change up a variable until we can figure out exactly what caused the pain. If you want to stop wasting time in the gym, watch this video. Skadoosh.